Hi, my name is Caitlin. I'm a rising sophomore at Monte Vista High School, and my starter project is the Junior Theremin. So the way the theremin works is it changes the pitch of the note depending on how far your hand is away from the antenna, and this is based on capacitance. So the theremin is essentially half a capacitor, and with only one plate instead of two, and your hand would complete it as acting as the other plate. So when you move your hand closer, there's more stored charge and the frequency is lower, and when you move it away, the frequency would be higher. However, the frequency is also way too high for the human hearing range, so they combine it with another frequency, with a lower frequency. But in turn, this also has a side effect where now when you move your hand closer, the frequency is higher, and when you move your hand away, the frequency is lower. So I'm going to give a demonstration of how this works. So first you attach the battery, and wait. Okay, so there's two modes. It starts off in continuous mode, where it's one continuous note with a pitch that changes. And if you press these two push buttons over here at the same time, it changes it to discrete mode. And in discrete mode, the notes are like discrete and individual notes. So you can hear these are individual notes. When it's in discrete mode, you can hold down one of these buttons for a different octave. If you hold down the lower one, it'll create an octave a scale in a lower octave, and the higher one will produce a higher one. So the component.
This is personal stuff.
So there are some components on this circuit board. For example, there are these LEDs, which stands for light emitting diode, and they flash according to the pitch of the note. Over here are the integrated circuits, the ICs. This one is a 555 IC, which acts as a timer, and this one is the 8-bit microcontroller, and it controls the lighting up of the LEDs and sends the current to the speaker. So there's some capacitors here. There are two electrolytic capacitors, and there's also one film capacitor. This is a polypropylene film capacitor, which has polypropylene as the dielectric and aluminum as electrodes. These push buttons, based on how they're pressed, they change some settings, as I mentioned earlier. These resistors can apply a resistance to the current, and they change the current accordingly. Here's a voltage regulator, and the input of the battery is 9 volts, but the voltage regulator changes it to 5 volts. And finally, there is the speaker, it was labeled as the piezo.